When it comes to how your business shows up online, are you feeling a little lackluster? Because if that's the case, you want to tune in today. Today, I'm going to be covering 5 clues that your marketing is not working. Welcome to Strategize Your Business Online. This is the live for Welcome to Strategize Your Business Online. This is the live for entrepreneurs like yourself who are looking for a bit of business inspo and ways to leverage the online space. My name is Dee Boswell-Buck, and I am the digital marketing strategist behind Boswell-Buck Creative Consulting. What we do is we help you to connect with your target audience in the online space with strategy. Now, before I get started, I'd love to thank you again for watching. Right now, we are streaming live on LinkedIn. We are also streaming live on Facebook. And if you are watching this a little bit later, or you're thinking about jumping in a little bit later, you can watch this because we are going to upload it on YouTube. If you are watching it, whether you're watching it live or if you're watching the replay, I would love if you could share in the comments the name of your business, your website, and what it is that you do to help your target audience. Now, again, today I'm talking about 5 clues that your marketing is not working. So let me start with number 1. You haven't scheduled every month, you have not scheduled time every month to review your insights and analytics. And this goes for anybody who feels that they are getting the engagement that they need, or if they are loving the type of comments and things like that that they're getting on their social media. What you should be doing is every single month, take a look at your insights and your analytics. Now, your insights would be the data that is provided by your social media accounts. For example, your social media accounts will share with you the reach. Now, reach is the number of accounts that your social media post has actually reached on that particular platform. And then we have impressions. So the impressions number would be the number of times your content has been seen by the accounts. So somebody who has a social media account, they might have seen your post 2 times or 3 times. That would be the impressions. Now, when it comes to the analytics, your analytics would be those numbers that are shared for your website. How many people have visited your website last month? How many people have visited multiple pages? That is very important information because you want to know if you've got a high bounce rate. Really quick, if you share quite a few blogs on your website and you've got a high bounce rate, well, then that's not too bad because hopefully somebody found your website because they were doing a search on a search engine and they were looking for a particular topic. They came to your blog and then they read through and got the information that they wanted. Most likely, they just need to get that info. However, if somebody has come to your website to look for the services that you provide or the products that you provide, you don't want to have a high bounce rate. You want to know that somebody is actually going through multiple pages because that means that they are interested. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn, I'm going to talk a little bit about those insights. With LinkedIn, they share, in terms of insights, of course, they share the followers. But have you ever looked past the number of followers on LinkedIn? On LinkedIn, it will share the demographics for the followers. So for instance, it will share the job titles. It will share the locations of your followers. It will share the industry that the people who are following you are in. Also, this one's a big one, folks. LinkedIn will also share the seniority that they hold. Now, this is very important because if you happen to be on LinkedIn to do business and you're wondering about whether or not you are reaching the people who are the decision makers, This is information that you need to have. So you want to take a look at your insights to make sure that your content is reaching the right type of individuals. If you are not reaching the right type of individuals, well, then perhaps you might have to look at what type of content are you sharing on the platform. On Instagram, when it comes to their insights, you can, of course, see how many people are following you, but you can also check to see how many people have found that particular piece of content that you shared on Instagram through the hashtags. Do you use hashtags on Instagram? I hope so. I know there's a lot of rules out there that are saying don't bother use hashtags, or it'll say only use 3 hashtags. Now, this is just my point of view. Instagram will allow you to use up to 30 hashtags. If you use more than 30 hashtags, then it's not going to let you post those hashtags. It's going to say that you've exceeded the count. So I think a really sweet spot is about 15 hashtags. And you want to make sure that these hashtags that you use on Instagram are targeted. Because, like I mentioned before, Instagram, the hashtags, people are using those hashtags and they are following those hashtags. Or no one really knows this, but Instagram is like a really great search engine. So when somebody is on the platform, a lot of people are searching for products and they're searching for services, and they do that with hashtags. I just wanted to say this to you because I see where there are Instagram accounts and people are using really cute hashtags. I don't mind the really cute hashtags, but if you're running a business, you want to make sure that the majority of those hashtags that you are using are targeted hashtags so that your social media posts will be found. Another insight that I like on Instagram is followers versus non followers. I'll be honest, I don't always make it a big deal about how many more people are actually following me on Instagram because, and maybe that's a wrong thing for me to say. I mean, I do want to have a really great number, but I want the right people to be following me. So whenever I look at my individual Instagram accounts or my individual Instagram posts and that of my clients as well, I love to look at followers versus non followers. Bonus if followers are seeing my content or seeing the content of my clients. But my heart really sings with joy when I see that that social media post on Instagram was viewed by many non followers. I mean, if you can get in front of more people who do not know who you are, and they most likely will need your product and services, that's a bonus. Last but not least, but again, all of these social media platforms, they have insights. YouTube. If you are on YouTube, have you been taking a look at the numbers? Often, what I see when I'm visiting YouTube accounts of people that I know who have a YouTube channel, they're using YouTube as this hub. I was on a video, so I'm going to upload it and walk away. Or, yes, I got a video and there I was being interviewed. I'm going to upload it and then I'm not going to pay any more attention to my YouTube channel. Well, YouTube is a really amazing place where people can get to know more about you and what it is that you do. They can see the movements, they can see your personality, they can hear the tone of your voice. It's also a great space where you can educate people. So, why aren't you paying attention to your YouTube channel if you have one? If you have a YouTube channel and you are not paying much of attention to it, I would recommend that maybe you leave it unlisted for a while because most likely you do not have people who are reaching out. But let's talk about some of the things that you can see on your YouTube channel when it comes to numbers. You can see the views. Now, yes, views are important. I see YouTube channels where it's where I see people are just putting up those YouTube videos and then there's 1 view, there's 4 views, but that just tells me that they're not really leveraging the platform. On YouTube, you can use hashtags. You can also fill out the description of your YouTube video and make sure that you use really great keywords. Again, search engine. That is what YouTube is. And YouTube, it is owned by Google. So you know that when you are looking for something on Google, then Google is going to help to make sure that your YouTube channel actually shows up. That's only going to happen if you have the right keywords. Number two, another reason why, or another clue why your marketing is not working, the engagement. This is important. And I want to say that when it comes to engagement, like on one hand, you can't be so much into it where it's like, oh my goodness, this social media post got this amount of engagement. And then my post the other day received like maybe 50 types of engagement. That's good. I mean, if on average your engagement is really good on a social media platform, then this is not quite for you. But I will say that when you do have low engagement on a social media post, then that would be a clue that that is a type of content that you don't want to share again. But let me get back to number two. I'm talking about low engagement. If you're averaging 0 to 5 likes on a social media post on a particular platform, then your content is not being seen by enough people. And also, your content is not resonating with your audience. So, your content is showing up, but it has not really inspired that individual to actually swipe through, or it hasn't inspired an individual to leave a comment or even to leave a like. And if you are consistently sharing this type of content, then really what you're doing as a business owner is that you are just going through the motions. You're using really valuable time to share content on a platform, and people are not seeing it, or it is not resonating with your audience. Now, here's a tip that I have for you. Just think about the amount of time. Now, I'm going to like lay out about how much, what goes into content creating. And maybe you are responsible for creating your own content, or perhaps you've hired a team to create content for you. And if you are getting low engagement, just think about this. Now, I've got a list that I'm looking at here. Now, first of all, you are writing the social media post. Okay, so you're writing a post and then you are creating the graphic. Now, just think that if it's a post that contains a carousel, that might be some time that you are putting into creating a carousel and having multiple pictures and multiple text on that. That takes time. Or perhaps you've created a video that takes time to set up the ring light, to understand and have a bit of a script as to what's going on in that video. Then there is time to upload. You need to take time to upload it onto a particular platform. If you're using Instagram, you want to make sure that you've got all the right hashtags. If you're on Facebook, perhaps you've got a call to action to include a link so that people can actually click through. And then if you're sharing that post onto another platform that doesn't allow you to use link, now you've got to use time to rewrite that post, like that last call to action. Another place that takes some time is that you have to schedule. So, scheduling it. Am I making sure that this post is going up the right time versus this time? And then only to receive overall that your social media post again and again and again is receiving low engagement. That is a lot of time, and it's also a lot of brain power. So I highly recommend that if this is happening, then, and you are the only person who is creating content for your business, it is time for you to reach out to a social media expert. So do that reach out. And if you already have a team who's managing your content for you, it's time for a conversation. Even though they are helping you to show up in the online space, you do have a say as to how your business shows up. So make sure that you share this information and just learn about different ways that you can actually connect with your target audience. Number three, your email list is growing at a snail's pace. Now, I hear this often when I'm onboarding a new client, like they're telling me about their challenges, meaning that they could have some low engagement on their social media posts. And then I hear, oh, and my email list, it's like, it is hardly growing. I just don't know what to do about it. Well, being online is a really great way to get more people to join your list, but you have to inspire them to join your list. Typically, what a lot of people are doing is that they've onboarded a new client, and then that person's name and their email address is now added to their email account. The thing is that they're already registered for your services, but hopefully they will know somebody else, and they will know somebody else who needs your business services as well, and then that could be a potential share. But that is leaving it up to somebody else. Why not take control of that? And here's a way that you can do it. You can offer a free download to your audience online. Now, right now, what we're doing is we are designing a free download for one of our clients. And so we designed it. It looks so pretty. And feel free to send me a DM on whatever platform you are watching this on. And when it goes live, I would love to share what this download looks like. So it is going to be a 5-page free download. And what right now, my client is creating some tips that we are going to add to this download. But here's where I'm going with everything. What we're going to do is once this download is created and then it's linked to the newsletter provider that she's using, well, then when anybody wants to get this download, they can add their name, add their email address, and then my client is going to have somebody on her email list who actually wanted to get onto her email list. Now, what you can do when it comes to your free download is you can share it multiple times, not just once. Share it multiple times on social media. I've got this free download for 10 tips to do this. I've got this free download for 5 tips to do this. And when somebody wants to get on that download, then your call to action would be click on the link to go to the free download. Or you can have something where it's like, say download, and I will send you the link to the download in your DMs. Again, these are individuals who want to get that free download because they think that this download will help them. And you created this download that is going to help your future customers. So when it comes to your email list, which was number 3, for a clue that your marketing is not working, instead of leaving it in the hands of others, create free downloads and share that on social media. And also use a pop-up on your website so that when somebody visits your website before they leave, they can get that free download. And then you'll be able to get one more name or multiple names on your email list. Number 4, another clue that your marketing is not working is that no one is booking into your calendar, or the wrong type of person is booking into your calendar, or you're just not selling as much as you want to. That would be a major clue. Now, the reason that this is happening is that it is highly unlikely that you are clear when it comes to the messaging that you are sharing online. So, one of the questions that I ask new clients when I'm onboarding them is when somebody needs your product, When somebody needs your services and they go to a search engine like Google or Yahoo, what keywords are they putting in? Now, I ask this because, it would be really nice if somebody was looking for your name specifically or your business name specifically. However, people don't know you yet. And they will get to know you if they find your service online. And the reason why and how you want to do this is that you want to make sure that you are including the actual types of words that people are using when they are looking for you. Now, you may discover that they say, well, you know what? I put in these keywords, or they might have put in a full sentence like, what type of shoes do I need to run a marathon? Well, those are keywords that they're looking for. And in that case, if you happen to be a chiropodist, then that would be really great because maybe you can have a blog post that talks about that. Or perhaps you've created a piece of content and you are using Pinterest to help you to show up. Well, all in all, that is using keywords that will help you to be found online. So, what I would recommend is to get on a call. Get on a call with your current clients. And also feel free to call your past clients like, hi, Judy, can we do some coffee over Zoom? I'm taking a look at my online presence, and I would just love to ask you some questions as to what type of keywords were you searching for when you found my business. Those words that you are going to find are going to do a world of wonder. And what you can do is you can use those words in your social media content because, again, social media is a really great search engine. On LinkedIn, people can use the search bar and use those specific keywords and find your post. They can also do this on Instagram, they can do it on Facebook. So use those keywords. Number 5, the last clue why your marketing is not working. Here we go. It's all about feeling here. If you are feeling frustrated every time you open up your computer or your smartphone because you thought, wow, I created a social media post and I followed all the rules, I did all the things. And when you open up your laptop, you turn on your tablet, you open up your smartphone, and you see that the engagement was low, or you see that the types of accounts that are engaging are not quite the accounts that you wanted to get in front of, well, then that is the 5th reason why your online marketing is working. Or perhaps you are feeling like you are throwing spaghetti at the wall. Now, that term is all about, you're making a really great pot of pasta, and the test is that you throw the pasta up, and I believe if it sticks, then it's ready. But if it falls to the ground, and please correct me on this, okay? But if it falls to the ground, then it did not stick, it's not working. So if you feel that you are doing all the right things, but you are feeling really confused, you are feeling like you are wearing the hat of a digital marketer and you are not enjoying it because it's not your zone of genius, that falls under number 5 as to why your marketing is not working. Now, just think back to when you started your business, when you launched your business. You had such joy, maybe a little bit of fear because it's all new, but the fact that you joined, that you started this business is huge. So you started this business because you love what you're doing. You are the expert in your industry and you know that you can help others and you love helping others. However, when it comes to your marketing, it's really challenging and it is actually stealing space from you and your business, and it is stealing time. There's that saying that time equals money. I also think that time equals joy if it's used wisely. So there you go. Now I'm going to recap the 5 clues that your online marketing isn't working. Now, number 1, you haven't scheduled time. You haven't scheduled a pocket of time every single month to review your insights and analytics. The numbers do not lie. And I say this because there is how you feel versus the actual numbers. And you can get so much information from the numbers that the platforms that you are using in the online space. So take a look at those numbers. They can help you to shift how you're showing up. And also, it can help you to understand the audience who is seeing your content. Number 2, you have incredibly low engagement, which means your content is not resonating. It means your content is not reaching as many people as you would hope that it would. So reach out to a digital marketing expert. And if you are already working with one, then have a conversation as to how it is that you can reignite your online presence and get back on the right track. Number 3, your email list is growing at a snail's pace. So, what is it that you can do here? Create a free download. You have so much wonderful information to share with your audience, and sometimes they just need to find different ways to connect with you. So, create a free download. It could be 5 tips to do this or 10 tips to do that. Create this free download, write some social media posts, not just one, but multiple social media posts, and invite your audience to get the free download. And that is an amazing way to grow your email list. Number 4, no one is booking or buying, or the wrong people are reaching out. This means that it is time to review the content that you are putting out there. When I talk about content, by the way, I don't just mean social media content, I also mean what type of content is being shared on your website. So take a look at that and take a look at your messaging. And then that way, people will be more clear about what it is that you do. They'll be more clear about what it is that you are selling, and they'll be more clear as to whether or not you can help them. Number 5, you are feeling frustrated, you are feeling confused, you are feeling unhappy, and that is because you are not getting the results that you desire when it comes to being online. You're not getting the results from your social media posts, and you are not getting the results from your website as well. So, this is the time, folks. If you are an entrepreneur, it is time to start leaning into the joy of your business. The fact that you've got this amazing skill that can help others and that you really love doing that. And also, what is it that entrepreneurship can bring to you? It brings to you more time. It could be more time to travel, more time to spend with your family, anything like that. So stop leaning into what is not bringing you joy. If you are feeling unhappy, frustrated, unhappy with your online marketing, then it is time to reach out to somebody who can actually help you. So, those are the 5 clues that your online marketing is not working for your business. And I would love to know, and feel free to share it in the comments. Right now, we are streaming live on LinkedIn and Facebook. And if you are watching the replay on any of those platforms, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, let me know like which one of these 5 points actually resonates with you. And what is it that you are going to do to start bringing success in terms of your marketing to your business? because marketing is really important. So, what is it that you're going to do? Now, thank you so much for watching. And I just want to say that if you are struggling with any of these points that I mentioned, and I know marketing can be quite daunting, then feel free to reach out. My name is Dee, and my company is Boswell-Buck Creative Consulting. And we can help you. We can help you through online audits and strategy. I feel that knowledge is power. So if you know why things are happening right now with your current situation in the online space, and you want to learn about what it is that you can do better and what it is that you can improve so that your marketing actually aligns with your goals and that you are able to start reaching your goals, then reach out. You could find me at dboswellbuck.com and just go over to my contact page. I have a really easy contact form that you'll be able to fill out. Or feel free to send me a DM right on Facebook at Dee Boswell-Buck, or send me a DM right on LinkedIn at Dee Boswell-Buck, and I'll be happy to arrange for us to get on a 20-minute call and let's talk about like what things can do and what is it that you can actually achieve when it comes to having your business online so you can book more clients, your dream clients, by the way, and earn more revenue. So thank you so much for watching this LinkedIn Live. And if you are watching the replay, let me know what you thought. Let me know where you're going to start when it comes to the 5 clues where your marketing is not working in the online space. And don't forget to leave your website so I can visit your website and say a hello. And I will see you next week for another online episode of Strategize Your Business Online. Thank you, everybody. Take care.